Yeah, but I decided just to finish early.
Finish early?
Yeah, so I'm supposed to be in high school right now.
I thought it might tell me that it was busy.
I had a couple
was wondering
people,
if it was
last
like
semester
ordered
that were
or
in high
just
school
file out of the phone.
and taking the class at the same time, taking this class.
You can do that?
Yeah, yeah, there was two people. And the one girl, her name was Canyon. She's really sharp, one of the sharpest people in the class.
No.
She wanted extra work, like she
Yeah.
wanted me to give her more work.
Yeah.
This wasn't enough. All right, should we get started? Cool. Oh, did I admit everybody? Sorry, guys. Admit all. Yeah, make sure you sign in to the Google Meets, because that's how I get your attendance. Admit all. Okay, cool. So let's look at the poll questions. Okay, what do you guys think? This one, hopefully you can see this. What are the three main types of data in Python?
Where's my phone?
Data types. I should have said data types instead of types of data. Hey, Richard. Oh. So most of you guys are voting for integer, float, and string. Sounds pretty good. Files, HTML, and JSON. Java, C, and C++. What are these things? Languages, right?
Yeah, these are, oops.
So if I was gonna say x equals 5, what kind of data is 5?
I think we guessed wrong.
Integer, yeah, yeah.
After I thought about it.
So these are the three main types. You guys are getting it right. Integers, floats, strings, and what's the fourth? Does anybody? We mentioned it a couple times.
William?
Yeah. Yeah.
Better raise my hand.
Boolean, which is just a true or false, or yes or no. We'll get into Booleans. So yeah, today we're going to get into variables and going to do a little bit more programming. So you guys got it. Integers, floats, and strings. And string, we'll get into this a little bit more later. But a string would be like this, with a single quote. If I just said hello, that's a string. This would be called a string literal. Or it could have spaces. It could say hello world. And I'll put a space like that. That's a string. Or I could put double quotes and just say bye. Something like that. That's also a string. All these are what we call strings or string literals. Okay. We could have something like this too. A string that says I buy. And it's on 2 lines. So we could do that. Okay. We could, a string can span multiple lines. All right, let's look at the next one. Let me end this. And launch this. Okay. Which operator is called floor division? We talked about that, I think, on Tuesday. There's integer division, and then there's floor division. You guys remember that? We divided. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, let me know if I forget. Just shout it out, guys. Middle, Yusuf. Okay, you're in. Okay, cool. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, so what is called floor division? What's called integer division? Good, good. You guys are doing well. Yeah. Excellent. Good. So you remember? Let's see, do I have a black one? So if I think we did this, then we said 5 divided by 4. This is integer division, right? And it results in a floating point number, right? Which is 1.25. This is a float. And then we had floor division, with 2 slashes. These would be, I'd call these forward slashes. And this does what? What was, do you guys remember what the answer to this was? 1. Is it 1.0 or just 1?
Just 1.
Just 1. And what is that result? A float, integer, or string?
Integer.
Integer, yeah. So it takes, it's called floor division. Okay, good. Good. Most of you guys, all of you got it. All you got it right. Very good. Okay, let's end this one. All right, let's put this one up, launch. What operator returns the remainder of one number divided by another? I think Fernanda had that as her group last time. She should be the expert on it. You better get that one right. And then once we get a few more votes in here, I'm gonna ask you guys, what's the name of that operator that you're choosing? If anybody remembers what that is.
Mod? Modulus slash mod?
Mm-hmm, good, very good, very good. Very good, okay, so let's look at the mod for a second. Okay, we got integer division. Oh, by the way, Tim asked if he could record class, and he's willing to do that and post it up somewhere, so you guys can see it, so thanks to Tim for doing that. So if anybody misses a class, you know, you can go back and watch the video. So thank you, Tim, I appreciate that. I used to record the classes when I was doing virtual, because it's easy to record, because there's enough, you just record the screen, right, to start recording, and everything is displayed. But once I got into an in-person class, there were some cameras, but they can't see me walking around, you know, so it wasn't that good. Okay, so you guys, I think most of you got that correct. Good. So this thing is called, it's a percent sign, right? But in Python it's called modulus. Okay, and it's the remainder of a division. Remainder of division between two numbers. Okay, so let's try to figure out the modulus of what is 10 mod 3 equal to. So that's saying 10 divided by 3. 3 goes into 10 how many times?
3.
3. 3 times 3 is 9. What's my remainder?
1.
1.
Can we use
That's
that
the
for?
remainder, right?
Oh,
You could say 3R1, some people do that. So if you divide 10 by 3, you get a remainder of 1. So that's what modulus does. So what if I said 10 mod 2? How many times does 2 go into 10? 5. Is there a remainder?
0.
0. Okay, good. All right, 0. So, like I said, mod is it's a very good way to determine if something's odd or even. All numbers that are divisible by 2 and have a mod of 0 are even. All numbers that are divisible, you do mod 3 with them, and they have a modulus of 1 are going to be odd. So it's a nice way to determine odd and even.
can you use mod in Excel as well? Just curious.
In Excel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably has a modulus. I bet you it does. If you do a health. Okay, very good. Let's end this poll. Oh, somebody else wants in. Karen? All right. You are in. 21, good. Keep coming to class, guys. You're doing good. Let's get back to the polls. Okay, so. Okay, we did this in the poll. Very good. I think we got one more. Yeah. Let's launch this. Okay, what would be the result of the following arithmetic expression? 3 times parentheses 4 minus 5. Gotta remember PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponentiation, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Left to right. Okay, let's let a few more votes get in here. Very good, very good. Okay, so somebody tell me what's gonna happen first here. What operation do we do first?
Distribute.
Parentheses,
Yep, so 4 minus 5 is
-1.
-1. Okay, so I'll just rewrite it over here. So we got 3 times 4 minus 5, right? Okay, 4 minus 5, let's just do it, just so you guys make sure. So that's our first step. So we're first gonna do the parentheses. 4 minus 5 is a -1. We can put that in parentheses if we want. So what's 3 times a -1? -3. Yeah, that's our answer. Simple. And you guys got it. Very good. Awesome. All right, let's end the poll. Okay, so any questions about, yeah, sorry, Mike. Any questions about all this? So we're getting into chapter 2 now. Okay, we're getting into real Python. And today we're gonna cover a few topics and we're gonna have a breakout room. With 5 groups, and I've already got 2 pages up there for groups 4 and 5. Group 5 is gonna have the most challenging, I think. Okay, so I guess I can just share this with you guys right now. Let me do that. This is for me laptop. And I'll make it full screen. And I'll make it a little bigger. Are you guys seeing that yet? Ah, excellent. Okay. This is what we're going to cover today. If we can get through all this stuff. So let's start with the first thing. Single versus double quoted strings, okay? In Python. There is a difference. This board has seen better days. Okay. So, single quoted string, and we already have a couple of them over there. Okay, single quoted string, we could say, and you guys could try this, you could open up, if I was you guys, I would open up VS Code every time you come in here. Just open it up and then you can type these things into your terminal after you type in Python and get the interactive prompt and just test it all out. This would be a single quoted string. Let's just say hello, space, world. These are single quotes. The single quote character is, let's see, right above the double quote. It's right next to right to the left of your enter key. So these are called single quotes. Now, what if I wanted, so, does everybody try that? I should probably pop open a window myself so I can show you some of the differences here. Okay, are you guys seeing that? Oh, okay, excellent. All right, I was grading some C programs today. Don't worry about that. Alright, here I'm in a terminal. I'm gonna type in Python. Okay. And I can say x equals, in single quotes, hello world. Is that too small for you guys, or a little bit bigger? Okay, here we go. Alright, so I've got a string, a single quoted string. If I just type x, it spits it out, or I could just say print x, and it prints it out, and it doesn't show the single quotes at that point. So what if I wanted to print out, let's make y equal to single quote, hello there, you were very smart. What do you think is going to happen here?
Are you gonna, you said print Y?
You guys see anything kind of weird here?
Yeah, there's a apostrophe in the middle of it.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I think I can make this a little higher.
It's gonna say hello there you.
Yeah, so what if you want to print out, what if you want to create a string that has a single quote in it? What's going to happen? Let's see.
Or we'll throw an error.
Oh, syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, syntax means you've typed something wrong. Okay? Hello there, you're very smart. Okay, so how would I create a string that has a single quote in it?
Probably use double quotes, you know?
Use double quotes? That's a good idea. Let's try that. Let's put double quotes around it.
You can't print strings with an apostrophe and a quote in it.
Wow. So now, if I try to print y, it worked. I don't know if you guys can see that because it's at the bottom now. So, in order to print if I say y equals your, I'm just going to shorten it, you are smart, that's an error because it thinks these two are the string, and then it says, wait, there's not a matching, it matches these two, and then there's not a matching one for this. So, in order to print a single quote inside, you have to put double quotes around it instead of single, and that works. Is there any other way to do it with single quotes? Anybody know?
You are.
Yeah, that's right. You could get rid of the contraction, I guess.
Is that why old Nintendo games have such weird language sometimes?
I don't know. Okay, there is a way to do this.
What if we put double right there?
Double right in here,
Yeah.
like that.
No, just one of those.
Whoa.
In total.
Do what?
Like just put one of not.
Oh, just put a double right here?
Instead of the.
That's a good idea. Let's try that.
What the? Isn't it gonna point the double quote?
No, should it just.
I think that's gonna work actually.
Really?
Let's try it. Let me get out of here for 1 second. I wanna make it, I wanna get back to the box. so you
Either
guys
way.
can see it. Okay, you said, let's make x equal you double quote smart. That works. Okay, so you've hit on something.
Well, yeah.
It's not correct, but you've hit on an important thing.
Now we can inverse that.
Right. So if you want to create a string literal that has double quotes inside of it, you use single quotes on the outside. Okay. So you've hit on a very important thing. But how about if we still wanted to just print? So that works. This is good. Okay. This is good.
I'm trying to put quotes around smart as well as you with the you're with the apostrophe.
Okay, so how do we do this if we wanna print this out? There's another way to do it, that's a space. Yeah, there's another way to use single quotes and still have the single quote inside. And what it's called is escape. We're gonna escape it. And the escape character is the backslash. So if we put a backslash in here, make it a little smaller, and a single quote, RE, that will work. So let's try that out. Or if you guys are at your desks, you can try that out. Let's see if that works. So I'm gonna set this equal to Q, and let's put a backslash and a single. So that works. So the backslash escapes the special meaning of the single quote. It means it's saying, ignore it, just print it out like it is. So you can always put a backslash in there.
I
To
don't remember
escape
how
the
to
meaning.
get that character.
This one?
Yeah.
This is just a space.
Oh.
That's a space. That's how I write a space, because sometimes it's hard to see that there's actually a space there. So this is, just hit the space bar. All right, so you guys are pretty good. You figured out quite a few things already. What if we want to print both double and single quotes inside of a string? What do you think we use then? Let's come up with a string. Or can somebody come up with a string? We'll set it equal to A. Let's just write the string. Somebody come up with one that has single quotes and double in it.
I got it.
I've said you're smart.
I've said you're smart, like that?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. So look at this thing. This is pretty hairy. We've got a single quote, another single quote, and two double quotes. Okay, so how do we enclose this thing? It's got both singles and doubles in it. It's a real simple answer, and I'm going to show you. Does anybody know it yet?
Yeah.
Escape.
Escape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Backslash. Well, single quotes.
We could escape everything. You're right. We
But
could.
you would only have to, if you use single quotes, you'd only have to use an escape on the I.
Before the apostrophe.
What would I surround this whole thing with?
For single quotes, you only need it before the.
So you're saying I could put a single quote here,
Yeah.
then escape this,
Mhm.
then that's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
And then escape this one,
Yeah.
and then a single quote here.
Yeah.
Should work.
Oh, I forgot about
I think that might work. Let's try it.
that will work.
Somebody might have already typed
Yeah.
it. A equals, what was it?
Why does my seat have to have so much gum?
What's the words? I can't even see them. Can somebody read them for me? I've already forgotten what it said.
I said you're smart.
I said you're smart?
I have.
Oh, I've said, right. Okay, so we're gonna surround it with singles, we're gonna escape that, and we're gonna escape that. That may work. Looks like it did. Okay, very good. All right, so now you figured that out. There's an easier way to do this. Does anybody know about it? You use triple double quotes.
Trouble quotes.
Double quote, double quote, double quote, And then you just put everything in here.
We should all start calling it whatever.
Okay, you're smart. Oh, wait a second. You're smart, right? And then triple double quotes.
That's easier?
That's easier.
Okay.
It might not look easier, but it works. So these are triple double quotes. When in doubt, put triple double quotes around and everything inside prints out just the way you want. Okay? Including something like this, where you want to split lines. So if I put triple double quotes here, hi-bye, and set that equal to x equals that, that will have what we call a new line in here automatically.
The double quotes are just gonna seclude part of the sentence that has an apostrophe in it, or
This is gonna create, when you put, these are the triple double quotes,
yes.
that's going to set A equal to this whole thing, just like it looks right here.
Oh, and that's allowing you to have the
The
quotes in
single
there. I
and the
forgot what I
double
was
quotes
doing.
inside it, yeah.
Got it.
Got it? So, let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna use triple double quotes now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's it doing here?
Yeah, I got a syntax error as well.
You still have your escapes in it?
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't need the escape anymore. Undetermined string letter, what's it?
What's wrong?
Maybe I need a space here, I'm not sure. This shouldn't work. Okay, that's good. I think it needs.
So then basically,
Well, let's see what A is.
What's wrong?
so basically write something.
It's giving us, it's giving me a space, but that did work. Okay, that's cool.
I like how to use single quotes,
So that works.
strings and double.
You
Uh,
can also do, I think the reason why it's like triple is because it's double quote at the end. If you use triple single quotes, you get the same thing.
Yeah, triple single quotes, you're right, yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, you can use, you can use triple singles as well.
It's all computer tell you this.
Is
Triple singles.
was yours not working because there were 4 at the end?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I would get the
So,
same.
Okay,
yeah,
me
you can
too.
use triple single quotes as well. Yeah, good
Yeah.
point.
That makes it feel just like I wanna start with the singles again.
I want to show you how we can set up a string variable that has a line break in. So we'll say x equals triple double quotes I, when I hit return, by triple double. And now when I print out x, it prints on 2 lines.
Okay.
Okay? So that's a good way to print things or set a string literal that has multiple lines in it. Okay.
Did you just add the 3 dots?
No, when I hit
When you
return,
hit enter, okay.
this is telling me, it's waiting for me to put more, it's waiting for me to put something else in, because I haven't closed it yet.
I apologize, I've already tried, I've got to type on it every day. These computers don't have it actually installed.
Oh, how do you guys get back to it?
Yeah, I don't remember, we
Yeah, it was,
did a bunch of commands to get there.
yeah. Do you guys remember?
Why is it
You should get the
be
open
not under print?
You're in there, type in CD space backslash. Type in CD space PR. Hit tab.
Yeah.
Hit return. Hit CD space PY. Hit tab. Yeah, tap that icon.
Oh,
Yeah. Just to start pulling.
it has to be triple or it won't go to the next line. Has nothing to do with what is in the string.
Yeah. Just hit chapter 2.
Does anyone else have
Just
that
hit
problem?
chapter 2.
Where you can't get Python running? It's okay? Everybody's got it? Okay. Good.
No, we're just making notes.
Yeah, Professor, I do have a question for you though.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you wanted to print multiple values as a list, how would you go about that?
Multiple values as a.
Like, let's say we wanted hello world, you're smart, like you have X equals hello world, Y equals you're smart, but if you wanted to print that on two different lines, I tried to print.
Not done both
one at the same time, and just put it on the single,
Not the
level.
Oh, it did? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get to that. Good
I've done
question.
a different way. Like, I just did it different.
So any questions about single, double quotes? Okay, let's see what my next topic I was gonna cover. Okay, you're right, this is, so we've just talked about single versus double quote strings and also triple double quotes, triple single quotes. Now let's talk about a print statement with a comma separated list of items, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about now. So you guys, let's see, let's move over here.
Is the statement in string form?
Yes, or it could be, yeah, it could be string or it could be just a variable thing.
Right.
Okay, so you guys have looked at, we've seen the print function, it's actually called a print function. Erase this for a second. Okay, so we have a print function. And it's a function because it has these parentheses, which tells us that we can put something in here. Okay, we can put various things in here to print. If I say x equals 5, I can put x in here, and it's just going to print out 5. Okay. If I set my string, if I said y equals hello world or just hello, I could print x. I could just print y if I wanted, just like that, and that would just print out hello. But what if I wanted to print hello and 5? Well, I can separate things with a comma in here. I can put more than one thing in the print statement, and when it prints them out, it separates them by a space. Okay?
Okay.
Automatically. It separates them by a space. So let's try that. Let me open up Python again. And let's see, I said x equals 5 and y equals hello. And let's print, first let's just print x, that works fine. Print y, that's fine. Print x comma y. And it says 5 space hello. I don't know if you guys in the back can see this. 5 space hello. So we printed x1. So comma separated values in here will be printed out with a space automatically. Okay, which is kind of nice. Which is probably what you want. Okay. So what if I did this and printed, what if I created a triple quoted variable and I said hi and then bye on the next line and then triple quoted and I called that, this thing Z, and then I wanted to print out Z also. Let's try that. What's going to happen here? So we'll say Z equals, I'll do triple single quotes, hi, hit return, bye, triple singles. And then I'm using my up arrow to get back, and I'll print X, Y, comma, Z. So it says 5, then hello, then then a space, then the first line, and then the second line. So that 5, hello, hi, and then bye. And you notice when, I'll show you something else about the print statement. Let's see, is it OS? Does this work? Oh, hang on, OS. I think there's a way to clear the screen within here. Nope.
And
I
with
remember
plus
how
if
to
you
do
don't
that.
want the space.
Because there's an OS, oh, maybe I have to import the OS module. Yeah. I forget, maybe somebody could look at it, so I don't have to keep getting out of here. Let's get back. All right, you notice if I say X equals 5, and if I say print X, do you notice that 5 prints out, and then it goes to the next line automatically? Okay, so there's really what we call a new line character in here that we're not seeing, it's hidden. And a new line looks like this. It looks like a \n. There's actually a \n in there that we don't see. So we could do print hello world and put a \n right here in our string. And the print statement automatically has a new line, but then we added another one, so now we got a blank line. Okay?
You can keep doing that. You can keep adding /n's.
You can. Or you can get rid of the built-in, if you say, put a comma here and you say end equals 2 single quotes, and you're saying, I don't want to print a new line. I want the ending of my print statement to be empty. There's no spaces here. Okay. So if I do this, I get hello world. If I get rid of the \n in there, watch what's going to happen. It prints out hello world
So that
with no new line. Okay? Or I could say end equals new line, which is the default. This is what it's doing by default. And then it prints on the next line. Let's see if that's what I want to cover for that part. Let's see. Yeah, new lines, print multi-line strings. Okay, good.
Excellent.
A tab, a \, a double quote, and a single quote. Okay, let's do that. First, before we move on, is there any questions about comma-separated values in a print function? It just puts a space in between. That's all you got to worry about. Okay, a new line is \n. A tab character. You guys know when you hit the tab key, it moves over like 5 spaces or 4. So the tab is \t. Okay? So let's try that. Let's put a tab in there. Let's print, I'm going to get rid of this just for now. I'm going to print hello world, but I'm going to put a tab right here.
This has to be single.
Okay? \t. See how I put a nice big space, a big tab in between the two? So you can put tabs in there. Remember I showed you escaping something with a backslash over here? How would I actually print the backslash out, do you think? If I wanted the backslash to appear? Any ideas? Two of them.
Two of them.
Yeah, just print two of them. If you want the backslash to appear, you put another backslash next to it, okay? So,
Is this just going in and out of quotes each time that you add a backslash? Sort of?
sort of, yeah, like, let's think of a string that has a backslash in it, or let's just say, I'll say x equals, I'm gonna make a new string. Here is a backslash. Character, whatever, I'll just say character. And I wanna print that out. So, if I type it like this, you guys can try it, it's gonna be an error, syntax error. But to actually print it, you put one more in front of it, like that. So let's try that. Okay, x equals, here's a backslash, there. Put the backslash, that's an error, but if I put another one there,
Alright, so we cannot keep adding that.
now if I do a print x, there's my backslash character. So this is the way you print a backslash. Just put another one, you escape the backslash.
It doesn't seem to let you back into it though. If you do the third one, that's an error, but a fourth one will go back to displaying the backslash.
A fourth one would give you two, would print two.
The print two, yeah.
If you wanna get, like, if you wanna say, if you wanna print out HTTP, right? Colon, two backslashes,
Oh,
a URL, right? Pima.edu, whatever.
that'll require 4 of them.
Yeah, how would I set this string up? We'll make it double quotes this time. 4 backslashes, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that out.
You pretty much have to escape each backslash.
Yeah. Let's try it. X equals HTTP 1234 pima.edu. And then if I just do a print X, there it is. So, yeah, each backslash escapes the next one. That one escapes that one, this one escapes that one. So this is a URL. This is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That's what was written by Tim Berners-Lee back in 1989, I think. We learned about that last time, I think. Let's see, double quote, single quote. Okay, we did that. All right. Now we're making some progress. Okay. Any questions about that? Let's go a few more minutes and we'll take a break. I think we can cover everything. So you guys understand single quotes, double quotes. You use double quotes to get a single. You use singles to get a double inside, like this. You use triples to get both. Triple doubles or triple single quotes. Use backslashes to escape the special meaning. Backslash in is a new line, this is a tab, and I forgot to write it here. If you don't want to print, so print normally prints a new line and goes to the next line. If you wanna not do that, you put the word in, and you could put nothing, just two single quotes right next to each other, and then your output. That print statement, and then you print another print statement, it'll all be on the same line. So let's look at that, but now I need to create a Python script to show you the next part. So I'm gonna, let's see, get out of my terminal here for a second. Control Z. Okay. I'm gonna go, why am I not seeing the menu here? There we go. File, new file, Python file, and there I've got a new file. And before I go any further, I'm gonna say file, save as, what is that? There. Why is it not letting me save it? I think I've got my auto supposed to save as, I haven't typed anything yet. Okay, so here's a couple things. Now I'm creating what we call a Python script, and I'm gonna save this and call it something.py. I'll just say, and a pound sign is a comment, so it's ignored. So I'm gonna say test.py, another comment, and you see it's in green automatically. This is just a test of, I'm gonna say line continuation. Character. Okay, now I've typed a couple things. I should be able to save this. File, there we go, save as. And I'm gonna save it under Pima College, spring 2024, CS 129 face-to-face, and I'll just call it test.py. There it is. So this is my Python program, my script, and I can say x equals 5 if I want, and I can say print x. Everything that we did up there I can put in a file, and then I go to this little button here and run it. And it should just print out 5, which it did at the bottom, see that? Okay? So this is how you create a Python script or a Python file, and you run it with this button here, okay? Now, I want to talk about the line continuation. What if I want to write something big, and I want to split lines? Let's say I want to print a bunch of X's. And you notice when this pops up, it's showing me how the print function works. It's like being smart and saying print, value, comma, a whole bunch, and you can have a separator, or you can have an end with the new line, and you can do some other things that we're not going to get into.